What is up, boyos? Welcome to Last Week in Games, where everything is video games.
Damn straight.
My God, we're back. My name is Jake. That is Nick.
Hello, I am Nick.
God damn. What is up, man? It's been, how long has it been? Like a month?
It's been at least a month.
Yeah. A month? Well, because we did like one random show, and then the week before that we didn't do a show. So it's like even longer if you don't count that show. And then I did like a solo weird show.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. We're back. You're married. God damn. How's the married life?
I got a ring and everything. It's
God.
Different, you know? The same shit. Different day.
I mean, when you're with someone for 10 years and you get married, it's like we wear rings now. It's official. You sign some papers and
that's what it is.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's cool, man. It's a nice wedding.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I had a good time.
Yeah. I think it was a raging success, I would say.
I would think so as well.
Oh man.
It's been all right. It's been busy, and I think this weekend is the first time that I've actually gotten to like relax and not think about anything, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude, weddings are like, they're too stressful, man. They're too much.
Yeah.
They're too much.
You know, it was fine until like the day of the wedding, and then it was, oh shit, all this shit's happening, and then when you're in it, it just kind of goes by, and you don't even think about it when you're in it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like I can't even remember anything that was said. So I don't even know what happened. What happened? I wasn't even drunk. I don't know what happened.
I do you guys actually did play that Panic at the Disco song, which was pretty fucking hilarious.
You know what? We had that on the list, and we took it off the list because we're like, we can't play this at a wedding. That's a terrible wedding song. Like
the one that's like the poor groom's bride is a whore or whatever.
Yeah.
It got played. I think everyone loved it though. Everyone was all about it.
Everybody was. That was the thing. There was a couple of times with the songs where it was, you know, where we said like very minimal line dancing, right? And a line dance came on. I don't remember what it was, Cha Cha Slide or Mambo Number 5 or whatever the fuck it was, you know. And Danielle comes up to me and she's like, I said no line dancing. They've already done one. And I look over and the whole fucking place is just filled with people doing it.
Everyone's loving it, dude.
It seems to work. Like it's fine. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
Yeah, man. So, especially when you got the older family members there, they love it. Yeah. They're like, oh, we can't dance, but I can do the cha-cha slide. You know, I could do the electric slide or whatever. Yeah.
No, it was good. It was really good.
Nick could be a bit louder. Okay, you got it.
All right.
I got you.
I can move this, sort of.
No, it's not you. It's probably on my end. I'm turning you up.
All right.
Oh my God, is he better now? Is it good?
Better now. Blah 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 blah.
I can make him even louder. I can make him so loud it's unbelievable.
Don't make me that loud. That makes me uncomfortable.
Oh man.
No, yeah, it's been good. It's been a busy few months, and we're all good now. Back to the not grind, you know?
Yes.
Just chill out for a month and then get back into it once it gets really freaking hot.
And then it's time for marriage number 2.
Marriage number 2. No, it's supposed to hit 102 today.
Yeah. It's happening.
Crazy.
Welcome to Arizona.
You know, it lasted for so long. The nice weather lasted for so long, and now it's like smack you in the face, 102.
Yeah, man. I think we should talk about video games. What do you think?
All right.
I'm trying to think of like what we missed over the past few weeks. I can't remember. Stuff happened. There's definitely some stuff that happened. I can't even remember.
The UK blocked.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that this week.
Okay, that happened.
That was last week. But I'm trying to think of like stuff that happened before we went on break. I can't think of shit.
Well, there was a Nintendo Mini thing.
Oh yeah,
Did you watch it?
they showed the indies. It was like an indie
Yeah,
showcase.
the Nindy showcase. Yeah, that was pretty okay.
Yeah, they showed some stuff. It was okay.
Yeah. Um,
They showed the
what else?
Zelda that Zelda thing too, right? That was a
Yeah,
thing
the
that happened.
extended gameplay of Zelda. Yeah.
That looks pretty tight. I'm into that.
Yeah. Yeah. Daniel's been playing a little bit of the first one. I'm like, man, this game is bad. This game is so bad. Like, it's so ugly and it's bad. And oh, the music sucks. Like, it's so bad.
It's just subtle. It's just like subtle.
It's not subtle, and that's the problem. Like, she'll be in a shrine
Hmm.
and it'll take her a little while, like, because oh right, you get a difficult shrine every once in a while. It's like, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, and all you hear is do 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 do, and it's like, dude, this is worse than elevator music. Like, it is just
I like the music.
the same four notes over and over again, and then maybe one of them goes do. Oh, I changed it up. Do 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 do. Oh, do 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 do. Oh fuck! It's so annoying. The entire experience is very annoying to me. But I know that I am in the minority of this, so
These
I won't go any farther. So the second game I'm very weary of, and I don't think it's gonna run very well on the Switch.
Yeah,
Um,
these are the hot takes we live for over here.
yeah, yeah.
I love the first one. I am sort of with you though on the performance. I'm worried about the
Mhm.
performance, and I've heard, journalists talk about like, well, the first one ran on it. It's like, yeah, but the first one was also like 6 years ago or whatever.
Yep.
So like, if they've made any sort of improvements, and then also seeing how the gameplay works and how it's very much
Yeah.
like a lot of particles and like moving stuff
Oh
around,
yeah.
and I'm like,
Oh
this
yeah.
is you're gonna
Well,
make like a big ass car and it's gonna run like two
well,
frames per second.
it's got Gmod in the game now. Like, just fucking build your own shit. So I'm sure if you load an area up with Gmod buildings, then it's like, okay, well now the game runs like shit and your car can't go anywhere because the it's so framey you can't really
Yeah,
tell. You
yeah,
know?
exactly.
So
Yeah, I'm worried about that as well. Mischievous
you
Vixen
got you,
says, I'm enjoying getting back into it, but I still don't like the open world.
yeah.
I liked the open world. I thought it was pretty cool. It is like, it's a more like, you know, it
Empty
get
open world.
it's not empty. It's just like you kind of have to find your own stuff in it. It doesn't, there's no like markers to be like, hey, go here and do this thing, you know?
Right.
You kind of have
I
to
mean, other
find
than
that
yeah.
stuff yourself.
Yeah. But
Other than the divine beasts, which are like the only real
we're
markers.
we're 30 years old. We don't got time for that shit anymore.
Hey man, you just played Elden Ring last year. Don't even.
I did. I did.
You played that shit.
A much better experience, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, to each their own.
it's different. It's different. Everybody has their own thing.
I
I'm not a
played.
huge build your shit. Like, I hate Fortnite building because I don't like building my own shit in video games. So
I'm kind of with you. I'm
you
nervous
know,
about this one because, and also there were previews, and they're like, oh, it's great, but it's like kind of obtuse and
monkey.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it made me a little nervous. But
And I've seen a couple of gameplays where they're using the bow and stuff, and I think it's going to be the thing where every time you fire an arrow, if you want to meld it with something else, you have to meld it, shoot the arrow, then you got to do it again, shoot the arrow. I think it's one of those, and
yeah,
that's a bad way.
yeah, that
I
would
don't.
suck. Like you can't make multiple arrows. Yeah, that'd
Or
be
multiple anything, like I want to make 16 steaks, just throw them all in there. And no, you got to do one at a time.
yeah.
Or, you got to make,
Yeesh.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be rough. That would
So
be rough. But
just, it seems slow because then you got to scroll through the menus and get like your robot hand or whatever they fucking call it to put shit together. It seems like a lot of menu movement. And
mhm.
I feel like that slows down gameplay, especially for a Zelda game where I guess Zelda, you're in a lot of menus anyway, so it kind of
Depends
it
on the
kind of goes
Zelda.
for the course. Yeah, well, I'm thinking like the old ones, like
Ocarina of Time. You're in the menu a
Ocarina of,
lot.
yeah, yeah, you where you have to like switch between your grapple hook and your boomerang, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I guess it is for the course, but also there's a better way to do it. I
Hmm.
feel.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, it's in the chat. It's good. Every Zelda game is very different, and this does seem different than Breath of the
Hmm.
Wild. And
Yeah.
it's like it
Is it
took.
called Breath of the Wild or is it called Zelda Tears of the Kingdom?
This one's called
Or
Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
it's Zelda Tears of the, it's not Zelda Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. It's not, it
No,
doesn't
it's
have a
just
subtitle,
it's
does it?
just
Okay.
Tears for the Kingdom. Yeah.
Okay.
Tears of the
Okay.
Kingdom. Whatever. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a that'd be a weird naming
I can
convention.
see them doing it though. Like I'm like, does it have the really fucking long title? No. Okay.
I look at it sort of like like how there was Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
and now there's
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild and this one.
And Tears of the Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah. But the difference being that Majora's Mask came out like the year after
Well,
Ocarina of
yeah.
Time, and this one came out like 6 years later. So
It's kind of, it's video games are hard to make, man.
yeah, that's just how it works these
You
days.
can't make two video games at once and then release them back to back. Although that would be kind of cool if companies actually did that.
Yeah, we need more smaller
You know?
games, dude. Give us more
Yeah.
smaller games. Do
Yeah.
it, cowards.
Cowards.
Well, here's our first titty. Here are some tidbits of news that I think are worth talking about. Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West developer Guerrilla has confirmed that a new game in the series is in development and will once again star Aloy. This is not really that big a deal.
Is this a surprise? They
Yeah.
left it on such a big fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's so obvious. I feel like this is zero news.
It's not really news other than
that's why you put it in here.
That's why it's a titty. Yeah.
That's why. Well, no, I mean, just like that's why you put it. Even thought to mention it because it's so ridiculous that it was announced that there was another game coming out. Like it's like no shit, you idiots.
It'd be pretty upsetting if they didn't make one after like such a cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, we needed another one. You left it on a cliffhanger. I need to play Burning Shore though because I hear it that cliffhanger, it lets it breathe a little bit and it allows the characters to talk about what that cliffhanger is a little bit. And
really, so it is a continuation. It's not like its own thing.
Yeah, it's like a continuation.
Okay.
But it doesn't go into what that cliffhanger is, but it's like a new adventure, but they mention the cliffhanger ending, and so I want to play that. But apparently the person who was in charge of the last Horizon game is now like a higher up at Sony, and someone else is taking leadership at Guerrilla. So it could look a little different.
Well, that's
who knows?
good.
Who knows?
Different's good.
I think for that game, yeah. I want to see Aloy in space, god damn it. That's all I want.
Give her a fucking jetpack and an astronaut helmet.
And a machine gun.
And a machine gun.
Fighting dinosaurs on space.
Fighting dinosaurs
on the moon.
Space.
Yeah.
No, but this time they're literal dinosaurs. Like all the regular
they're not even
dinosaurs. No, they're on the moon, and that's where the dinosaurs have been all this time.
I want like a Jack and Daxter, like Aloy in a spaceship, sort of like shooting things. That'd be great.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Give me that.
That'd be kind of cool.
Make the moon like the new open world area. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be so sick.
It would be cool. Although, when you think about the moon, it's pretty fucking boring. Like anything that doesn't have civilization
but if it,
on it, any planet,
this is like
have civilization.
It's like the future though. Like what if it was like terraformed and like turned into like a big city?
Oh yeah, then that would be fine. Yeah. Like there's a space base.
Yeah, and like big space cities,
and it falls, and it becomes a horror game, kind of like Dead Space. But instead of like xenomorphs,
we're taking it too far.
The dinosaurs have broken into the space base, and that's why all the people are gone. And now you have to go in there and figure out what happened. That would be cool.
Horizon's not a scary game though.
No, but with new leadership.
Yeah, maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time. And she, Aloy meets Isaac Clarke from the ISS Ishimura.
Yeah,
And yeah, that'd be fucking crazy.
I'd play that game. It sounds sick.
That sounds fucking cool.
Um, yeah, dude,
Hit us up, Gorilla. Hit us up.
I want them to make that game and move on though and do something else because
Yeah,
I think
finish the story.
yeah, I think
The story is,
Horizon's done.
yeah,
And
I hope it is.
they're gonna release it next time, and they're gonna release it the same day as like I don't know what's the next big
Something
game.
incredible.
Yeah,
Factions.
yeah,
They're gonna release it the same day as Factions.
that's them cannibalizing themselves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as what's that Ubisoft game that's never coming out? Beyond Good and Evil 2. They release it the same day.
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, Skull and Bones. Yeah. Yeah, either one of those. Both are going to be huge successes. We know it.
Yeah.
That was a thing that happened. I guess like Ubisoft is in financial trouble, I guess.
You know what's hilarious though is like the fact that Skull and Bones has been on the back burner for so long. I've completely lost interest in it, and now my interest has started to go back up.
I know.
You know, it's like, maybe this could be kind of interesting if it comes out at the right time and it actually looks pretty fun. Why not?
I was thinking, like, I think it's too late for me to get into Sea of Thieves. This could be my moment.
This could be it.
To play like a Sea of Thieves.
Pro Skull and Bones players.
I mean, that is like our thing because we were into Lawbreakers.
Dude, Lawbreakers was good though.
Hey, Cliff Bleszinski, he said, look out, some news for Lawbreakers is coming soon. So whatever the fuck that means.
No shit. That would be sick.
So maybe we'll see Lawbreakers return. That'd be kind of cool.
I'm down. I wonder if they'll get Justin Roiland to be the voice of the ball again.
Hey, he's innocent now. Cliff Bleszinski totally would. That's like his style.
Yeah. Is he innocent?
The court case he won or whatever. He got acquitted or whatever. But
okay. Well,
but those text messages still exist of him texting minors. So, what are you gonna do?
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, he should just.
Whatever it is.
We should just have OJ be the ball.
Dude, OJ be the ball?
Yeah.
You gotta get somebody like crazy to be the ball. Like freaking Charlie Day.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Sylvester Stallone.
What? Oh, put me in the ball. Put me in the hole.
Hey, Adrian. Put me in the ball. Grab me.
I'm a ball. Look at me. I'm a ball.
Man, that's crazy that didn't work out because that was like the peak of Justin Roiland at that time. People loved that guy.
Yeah.
And
that was like season 2, right before season 2 of Rick and Morty, I think. It was right about that time.
I'd say the height was season 3, but that was still like Rick and Morty was huge.
Oh yeah.
Pickle Rick, all that stuff,
Pickle Rick.
Anyway, PlayStation Productions head Assad Q has said that I'm not even gonna try.
Kizlabash.
Kizlabash. Yes.
Kizlabash.
Assad Kizlabash has said that the upcoming TV adaptations of God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn will have the same care as HBO's The Last of Us.
Okay, so before I forget, before we get into this intro, Twisted Metal also released.
I was gonna put that in here, but I was like, do we really?
They released a teaser, and you know what? It seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
It seems like a freaking Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But we can get back into that. I just wanted to bring that up.
I like that the sweet tooth. Yeah, it looks dumb.
It looks dumb.
Anthony Mackie. He looks so I don't know. He doesn't look disheveled enough though, you know what I'm saying?
Well, maybe he's the good guy.
I mean, he is the good guy. He's
okay.
He's definitely like the protagonist that we're supposed to like. He's the Brian,
I'm so interested to see like Jax, the guy with no arms, but they're the wheels. Like, I want to see that. I want to see the priest guy with the corpse on the front of his car that he launches at people and explodes. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Fast and Furious meets Mad Max, which
Oh, dude, I'm all about.
if they do it right, it could be
All
cool.
about. That's a Peacock show though, not an HBO
I know
show.
that's the thing that I'm like, I don't know if I give a
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I hear some things on Peacock are pretty good.
Yeah, I
And
just
Peacock's free, I think.
just like when I think of Peacock, I think of like like Law and Order and
Yeah. Shitty shows
Bones.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Daytime TV.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is what my grandparents watch or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, well, this Twisted Metal is not going to be what your grandparents. This is not your grandparents' Twisted Metal.
That game's so old, it kind of is.
It kind of is. Yeah.
It's an old
That
ass
game's like
game.
20, 25 years old or something like that.
So weird.
Crazy. Crazy to think about. Anyway,
But I
the
think
adaptations.
I think God of War is an Amazon thing, and Horizon. I don't know who's making Horizon. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
Who
I thought
is
God of War was HBO as well.
making Horizon show? Horizon TV show crew. What? Netflix is doing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, okay.
So
That's just-
I'm worried about that one, to be honest, because it's Netflix.
it's Netflix, and they'll ruin it, just kind of like how they ruined The Witcher.
Yeah, we'll get one good season, and then
Yeah, and then they'll just stray.
I mean, it's kind of like the games, though. Got him. No, second one.
What games?
Second one's okay. The Horizon game.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, what? It's an easy story. That's such an easy story. The more difficult story, I think, is going to be the God of War story.
Really,
Like,
I think the Horizon story is way more difficult. There's so much going on. There's like cloning, and they're in the past, but it's the future, and like there's these dinosaur things, and there's like this thing called Gaia. That's like that was my problem with the second game. It was like there's too much fucking lore going on here. I can't even follow what's going on. God of War is like you're a god, you have a son. It's The Last of Us, but you're a god, and
it's The Last of Us. God of War is The Last of Us.
there's some lore, but you don't really. It doesn't matter. He's a Greek god, but also not.
Horizon Zero Dawn, they can do anything with though. Like, there's so many, like, as long as they're not following Aloy and they're just kind of in the world, I feel like they can do.
Well, that
anything.
was the thing that was said. They said in more of this statement, because I read the whole like sort of statement they said, and he was like, we're going to be following the games, because we have the time to do it, and we want to bring the games to life.
And it's going to be tough. Then it's going to be tough just to get all those points without spending 40 hours.
Yeah.
But
but they could make it. They could make it good. I like the first Horizon, so
yeah.
But God of War, which is done by Amazon, and Amazon I think has a little bit better of a track record than Netflix at this point.
Yeah.
With like The Boys and people like that Lord of the Rings show,
and that that stand-up comedian, Jewish stand-up comedian lady. Forget that show. That doesn't. They have a show where it's pretty good. It's about this lady.
Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah, Maisel. Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
That was pretty good. Invincible, of course.
That one sucks.
How dare you, dude? I'm so excited for season 2.
Yeah.
My nipples are rock hard. I don't know. We'll see. God of War, it's like, it sounds interesting, but like, how do you make a God of War show if they're following the God of War 2018? How do you do that without the previous like 4 games where you see him as the Greek god or whatever?
I don't think you need it. I don't think you need it.
I would have liked a God of War show where they actually just did that.
Just the old school God of War.
Yeah, and he's just like killing gods and stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah, I'd watch that shit. It's like I don't need this like fucking. I don't know. I already got The Last of Us. I don't need another one of those.
Got The Last of Us. We got that Robert Downey Jr. show, Horns or whatever it's called. It's exactly The Last of Us again.
Yeah. That trope, the trope is getting played out a little, I think.
Oh yeah.
Of like, dad who's a little aloof grows to actually love his child.
Yeah, yeah. His child, not child. Maybe it's his child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Atreus is his actual child. Yeah.
That we know of.
That's got to be an expensive show too. Like if you want to do the big set pieces and stuff. But
Oh yeah. Well, Horizon Zero Dawn's got to be way bigger than that.
who plays Kratos? What are we thinking?
Oh, the fucking Mike Judge.
Yeah, Mike Judge.
Just seriously.
Mike Judge, the guy who created
Is it Mike Judge?
Christopher Judge.
Christopher Judge. I knew it was a judge.
Mike Judge did Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, why not Mike Judge?
Jeez, Atreus.
Jesus Trace.
Jesus Trace.
Atreus, this is my bungo.
Dude, it could just be Hank Hill, just like, God damn it, Atreus.
God damn it, Atreus.
That's also Mike Judge.
There you go. Yeah, I'm down with that. King of the Hill, God of War.
Yeah, and so Christopher Judge and Tom Holland.
Why Tom Holland? Why Tom Holland? But Tom Holland plays Kratos though.
No, Tom Holland's Atreus. He's just like a little guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Who plays Aloy? I don't know. Emma Stone.
Mike Judge.
How about that, Emma Stone?
I'm all down for that.
She's just
Emma
the first
Stone
redhead actress I thought of.
Emma Stone in anything is fantastic. You could do like Karen Gillian.
That's actually good. That's good.
She's already kind of done that. She played what's her butt in the new
Jumanji.
Jumanji. That's the word.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
she's already kind of got that jungly vibe going on.
Yeah, any sort of red-headed actress. I guess you could just take any actress and dye their hair red.
Yeah.
I guess that's a thing you can do.
You can. We have the technology.
We have the technology. I have this feeling that the Horizon show is going to feel much more like TV, if you catch my drift.
No, I get that.
Like soap opera-y and cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just have this feeling. Speaking of shows, Vampire Survivors is getting an animated TV show.
How? How is that possible?
So the description of the show...
Each episode's going to be 30 minutes long, and it's just going to be a random, like a tree killing zombies.
The description of the show sounded pretty cool, where he's like, it's a guy who gets like dropped into an area and he just has to survive all these like undead creatures.
God, what the fuck, dude?
It's like, all right.
What the fuck, dude? That's so cool. Stupid. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm down.
I'm into it. The fact that it's animated, especially, like, that sounds great.
Yeah. It's just gonna be gore. It's just gonna be a lot of gore.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And by the end of it, he's going to be God.
It's very early development though, because they're still writing the show and they don't even have like a network that has picked it up yet. So it's just like in early phases of development. But I guess
so it's like they want to do it.
Yeah, it's like the creator of the game is like, what if we made this a show? And now they're like workshopping it and trying to get it to happen. So it might not even happen, but I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Speaking of things that are interesting, did you see this Armored Core 6?
I did not. I did not. Is it good? Does it look cool?
Bro, this shit looks fucking sick. So like,
click on the link and turn my
yes. I'm playing it on my end on the screen.
It's on the screen. No, we're gonna get freaking.
Oh, dude, it looks so sick. You can fast forward through it or whatever, but like,
I'll just put it at double time.
The thing about it, because it's it's from Soft, right?
Right.
But they said like, okay, this is not another Elden Ring. This is not Dark Souls. This is Armored Core, right? But they also went on to say, but it's Armored Core with all of the lessons we've learned from all of those games that we made since the last Armored Core. because the
Okay.
last Armored Core came out before like what
Mhm.
FromSoft is now.
Right.
And just watching this trailer, first of all, it just looks sick, like all these fucking mechs and stuff. And like it just looks like you can like seamlessly transform into like a tank and then back into like a big mech, and then it just looks sick. But then it also looks like you're fighting a lot of like big bosses and stuff, sort of like you would in a Souls game. And
Yeah. You know
it
the vibe it's kind of giving me is near Automata.
I was thinking that too. Like this
Yeah.
could be from Soft's like Near, like
Yeah,
how
I could see it. That's
Platinum.
cool. I like the swords and shit. This is Gundam. This is just fucking Gundam.
Yeah,
Sort of
this
this is like
it looks sick
hope
as hell, man.
yeah. I wonder
So,
if you get to like change out your mech and everything.
oh, absolutely. That is such
Yeah.
a big part of Armored Core.
Oh, cool.
Since
Is
the
this a
very,
multiplayer thing?
I bet they'll have like they do in the other FromSoft games where it's like a pain in the ass to do
Yeah,
multiplayer.
yeah.
That's my guess.
But the bosses look sick. I'm watching the bosses section right now. Freaking sick.
Oh man,
Yeah, I like it. I
out
like it.
out in August, I'm so in. That's a day
I
one for
like
me,
it.
baby.
Well,
That's day one for me.
we haven't even seen gameplay of it yet.
I mean, yeah, there's like little bits of
There's
gameplay in
bits
there.
of it, yeah. I'm sure it'll be good.
I remember having the original Armored Core for my PS1 back in the day, and not being able to play it because I was too young. Well, like I
You
could
just
play
didn't
it.
understand it,
I
yeah.
didn't understand it, but I remember playing it a bunch as a kid and just like loving
Mhm.
it. And because you could like change out all your weapons and like change how your
Yeah.
mech looks, and as you go through, you like unlock different bits and pieces, sort of like in Jedi Survivor when you're like unlocking the different bits to your lightsaber, but instead of a
Mhm.
lightsaber, it's a mech. Um, yeah, dude, I'm fucking hyped. This year for gaming is just so sick. There's
So good.
so many
So
good
good.
things. Like it's already been really good, and then just looking at the future, there's so much coming out
But
soon.
but also movies and TV shows.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
I feel like everyone was hanging on to the good shit until it's like, okay, COVID is done.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's time. Unleash the beast.
Unleash it.
Cause yeah, this year for movies is pretty fucking sick too.
Pretty good. It's pretty good lineup. You got freaking Into the Spider-Verse
Mm-hmm.
or Across the Spider-Verse or whatever. Fucking sick. You got Guardians 3, freaking yeah, the John Wick 4.
Yep. The
It's fucking what a
and
crazy
I hate to
Mario
say it.
movie,
I hate to
Dungeons and
say it.
Dragons movie.
That Flash movie looks pretty sick. I hate to say it.
Ah,
It looks pretty sick.
It can if we could get rid of all of the Flash
Yeah, I
and
know.
just do the Batmans, I'd be cool with that.
Just
You
let
know?
give me all that Michael
Just
Keaton and the
yeah,
Supergirl.
can we
She
just
looks cool
yeah,
too.
she looks all right. Yeah, I feel like her acting is gonna be garbage because from what I saw, I was like, oh, that was terrible delivery. that
I,
was
I'm
that was
into it.
real bad. So it's definitely gonna be a romp for sure.
Mm-hmm. I'm super into it. And
Mm,
so they just did like a showing of that new Flash movie at CinemaCon
okay,
for CinemaCon is like it's like a convention for people who own movie theaters, and it's to
gotcha.
like sell these movies, like, hey, show our movie at your theater or whatever.
Right,
And so they showed it to a bunch of people at CinemaCon, and everyone at CinemaCon was like, this is one of the best DC movies like
really,
ever. Yeah. So
really, the Flashpoint Flash, the new Flash that's coming out.
yeah. And
Wow.
everyone's like, we hate Ezra Miller, but they're really enjoyable in this movie. And like,
Hmm.
yeah, so I hate to say it, man. I'm pretty zooted for that movie.
Well,
As
you keep
long
up with it a lot better than I do.
as long as they fire them after that. Like,
Yeah,
as long as they're
yeah,
done with Ezra after that. Like
yeah.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. This is just a great year. Just a great year. We got fucking
Good.
Zelda coming out. We just had
Yeah.
Jedi Survivor come out. We've
Mhm.
got Starfield coming out. We've got maybe factions. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's coming out.
Spider-Man's coming out. Hell yes, dude.
My God. Armored
There's a lot of
Core.
shit.
Final Fantasy 16. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's
There's a lot of shit. It's a good year.
yeah, it's crazy. But speaking of Jedi Survivor, it's had a lot of performance issues. Have you
Yeah.
have you seen this one? Have you?
I've seen this one. I've seen this one.
Um,
Uh,
yeah, apparently just like on PC, especially, it's been really rough. Just crashing. Sometimes it won't even load in. Popping is crazy, and this is people with like relatively good PC specs as well.
yeah.
So it's not just like people have crappy machines. It's like no,
It's so crazy to me that that's possible because they build these games on PC,
right?
right? They make them. That's how you test them. Is you're testing when you are in the video game industry. You take home the game and you just start playing it. You play the beginning like 16 different times, right? And it's like you think they would be like, it doesn't run that good. Like we need to figure out how to run this good on everybody's computer before we,
I think the
you know,
problem is like they do build these things on, you know, computers, but they all use the same SKU of computer, you know,
yeah,
and which is like, you know, high end best
yeah,
computer that exists. And
yeah,
some people have like weird SKUs where it's like, you know, my CPU is a little bit worse than my GPU,
yeah,
and that fucks everything up. Um, and that's
yeah.
been the discussion right now is like, you know, if you're a PC gamer, like you have to have a console still if you want to actually play games because there's
Yeah.
gonna come a time like right now I bet Jedi Survivor would run pretty well on my PC because my specs kind of they align well together. they
Right.
they'd probably work well, but if I ever decided to upgrade either my CPU or my GPU, it would fuck everything up.
Something would go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like you have to upgrade them at the same time or something. But
Yeah.
I also heard that like people with like 4090s were having trouble
Yeah.
playing it. So I don't know. I think that's the problem with PC gaming. Is just like there's so many SKUs, and these
Yeah.
developers don't know how to handle it, and so they
Yeah.
optimize for consoles, and they're like, "Fuck it."
Well, see, yeah, that, and also they're trying to hit 60 frames, but the consoles are locked to 30.
Apparently, this game doesn't even remotely get close to 60 on even
I've seen,
PC.
I've seen a couple of bench tests where it sits in the upper 40s,
Yeah.
is where, yeah. So, and it can get up to 60 for a little bit, but then it dives right back down. So,
I wish there was a
yeah.
way on maybe there is on my PlayStation to like pull up frame rates in the corner to see.
There probably is. I haven't.
Because I know like those Devolver? No. Digital Foundry.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they have like their own like software and shit that's
Oh,
able to
yeah.
track all that.
Yeah. Jedi Survivor's getting really good reviews, though.
Mm,
Fucking killing it.
yeah, I may have
You
some
know?
things to say about it myself. Um,
Ooh.
but
Ooh.
the boys over at EA put out a statement.
Mm-hmm.
They said, we are aware that Star Wars Jedi Survivor isn't performing to our standards for a percentage of our PC players, in particular those with high-end machines or certain specific configurations. For example, players using cutting-edge, multi-threaded chipsets designed for Windows 11 were encountering problems with Windows 10. Or high-end GPUs coupled with lower-performing CPUs also saw unexpected frame loss. Rest assured, we are working to address these cases quickly. While there is no single comprehensive solution for PC performance, the team has been working on fixes we believe will improve performance across a spectrum of configurations. We are committed to fixing these issues as soon as possible, but each patch requires significant testing to ensure we don't introduce new problems. Thanks for understanding, and apologies to any of our players experiencing these issues. We will continue to monitor performance across all platforms and share update timing as soon as it's available. The Star Wars Jedi team. So they're working on it.
Yeah.
Apparently, they've already released a couple patches that seemingly have helped a little bit. But yeah, man. It's just one of those things where it's like if you're a PC gamer and you have a PS5, it's almost like if there's one of these big games, it's almost just worth it to get it on PlayStation most of the time. And yeah, just wait for reviews to see if it runs well on PC.
Yeah, see, because The only reason I don't get things on PS5 right now is because I have a TV that's burned out.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, I don't want to watch. I don't want to play games with a burned out TV. So it's the PC for me until we fix that.
You know what you need to do, dude? In your living room, you need to get an HDMI switcher, right? And you plug your PlayStation into it, and then you have one of the HDMIs go to that shitty TV, and then just a long ass HDMI that goes into your office.
Into my office. Plug it. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
The only problem is the controller.
The controller, yeah.
Yeah.
I also have a long ass USB that goes up and over into the
just
ceiling.
a big ass USB-C. That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you need to do, bro. Or you
Terrible.
you just get a second PS5.
Or I put this PS5 in the attic.
Oh, like in between.
In between, that way I only have to run slightly smaller HDMIs.
I've always been impressed though with how far you can walk away with the controller out of the PS5. So it might just work.
Never really tried it.
Yeah, it's much better than the Nintendo Switch. I'll tell you that, because it connects through Bluetooth, right? So like you can go pretty fucking far.
Yeah,
should be all right.
I don't know.
Should be all right. Yeah, PC gaming, dude. Who does it? Idiots. That's who. Idiots like us. Did you die? Are you frozen? Shit. No way, dude. He froze so perfectly, too.
Serious?
Oh my god.
How does this happen?
We're not even doing it at the same time.
How is this even happening? Am I here?
You're here.
Hello?
You froze so perfectly, like to the point where I thought you were fucking with me.
You said I died? Yeah.
I thought you were fucking with me because it froze on such a clear photo of you. Look, it happened again.
No, I'm just.
Oh my god. He fucking got me, dude.
Oh, that's too good. I don't know what the hell. It just dropped for some reason. I upgraded the fucking router. It seemed to work. It works on every game, and still, when we try to do this show.
Hey, man. Actually, you've recovered, so we'll see.
Oh, we'll take it.
You're good. Usually, this is like, well, we got to end the show now, but we're good now. So, speaking of good now, I don't know.
Speaking of good now,
fucking news.
News.
Let's get into the news.
Fox has had to pay a whole bunch of fucking money.
Oh, yeah. Dominion.
Speaking of good.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson got fired. Can you believe it? Don Lemon also got fired. This is great news for America.
Crazy.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Tuck. I hope he's getting tucked in. You think he's gonna
tucked in?
You think he's gonna like he's gonna go like work for Ben Shapiro now or something? Probably.
He'll fucking just go on Truth Network.
Yeah, Truth Social with Mr. Trump.
Mr. Trump. Yeah, fuck him.
What if Fox News hires Don Lemon? That'd be hilarious.
I don't know who Don Lemon is.
He was like the guy at CNN that was like counter to Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah. And that'd be weird, wouldn't it? And they just do a total flop.
Yeah. And Tucker Carlson goes to CNN.
Oh wow, that'd be so interesting. Fox News becomes liberal.
No, Don Lemon just gets like super conservative.
Oh, okay. But what if there was a flip?
And Tucker Carlson like gets like super progressive, and he's like, fuck the patriarchy. That'd be pretty cool. I'd accept it.
Pretty wild.
I
don't watch the news, so
that's fair. No one does, except for like our 50-year-old parents, 60-year-old parents.
Yeah,
they watch the news. They're fucking brain rot. Anyway, no offense to our parents if they're watching. That was like a royal parents, parents everywhere.
But still, brain rot.
Yeah.
Don't sit too close to the TV. You'll rot your brain.
It's the lead poisoning, dude.
That's what it is. It's all that fucking mercury.
And then our kids are going to be like, it's the plastic poisoning because of all the microplastics.
And all the microplastics. Well, they'll also go through it, though.
Yeah. They'll have some new thing.
yeah, they'll have some new thing like, it's the hydrogen poisoning. I don't know.
It's the O2 poisoning.
There's too much oxygen. Everybody's fucking high all the time.
Have you heard that theory that like we're actually just high on oxygen all the time, and like our existence is just us being high on oxygen?
That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
It's still in existence, right?
Yeah. Like everything we see is fake, but that's fine.
I mean, it's an existence.
I agree.
I don't know anything else.
Yeah.
If that's true.
I think it's too convenient that we would all see the same thing for that to be the case.
True.
Anyway.
That is true.
UK blocks Microsoft takeover at Activision Blizzard.
The news.
This comes from Hannah Ziadi, ironically from CNN. This comes from CNN.com.
Nice.
The UK antitrust regulator has blocked Microsoft's purchase of Activision Blizzard, threatening to thwart one of the tech industry's biggest deals over concerns it will stifle competition in cloud gaming. The Competition and Markets Authority said in a statement Wednesday that it was worried the deal would lead to, quote, reduced innovation and less choice for UK gamers over the years to come. The acquisition, which was worth $69 billion when it was when it was announced earlier last year, would make Microsoft even stronger in cloud gaming, a market in which it already holds 60 to 70% share globally, the regulator added. Activision share price plunged more than 11% on Wednesday, while Microsoft stock gained 8%. Everyone's like, damn, do they really have 70 to 80%? That's fucking nuts. Or 60 to 70%. So everyone's like, let's buy Microsoft. The deal to combine the businesses has been met with growing opposition by antitrust regulators worldwide. In December, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission sued to block the takeover over similar competition concerns. A hearing is scheduled for August. The European Union is also evaluating the transaction. The regulators cooperate quite closely, said Alex Hafner, a partner at London law firm Fladgate, who described the UK decision as seismic, even though it applies only to the firm's activities in Britain. Quote, it has potential implications for those other regulatory decisions as well. It's hard to see how the deal would carry on without approval from all three regulators, Alex said. In its ruling, the Competition and Markets Authority said Microsoft could seek to make Activision's games exclusive to its own platforms and then increase the costs of a Game Pass subscription. Quote, the cloud allows UK gamers to avoid buying expensive gaming consoles and PCs and gives them much more flexibility and choice as to how they play. Allowing Microsoft to take such a strong position in cloud gaming, in the cloud gaming market, just as it begins to grow rapidly, would risk undermining the innovation that is crucial to the development of these opportunities. Both companies plan to appeal the decision. In a statement, Activision Blizzard CEO Bobby Kotick says, alongside Microsoft, we can and will contest the decision, and we've already begun the work to appeal to the UK Competition Appeals Tribunal. Microsoft President Brad Smith added, the decision appears to reflect a flawed understanding of the market and the way the relevant cloud technology actually works. Their chances of success at the tribunal may be slim, however. Quote, it's hard to win these appeals because you have to show it was an irrational decision, said Hafner, the competition lawyer. The bar is set quite high for success, he told CNN. The Enterprise Act of 2002 gives the UK Competition and Markets Authority wide-ranging powers to block deals it deems to be harmful to competition. It has used this authority in the past to block 21st Century Fox's takeover of Sky News and the sale of Asda supermarkets to rival Sainsbury's. We all love Sainsbury's, right? Right, folks?
Yes. Oh, that's where I get all my Jaffa cakes.
Yes, indeed. So this was interesting. I honestly didn't expect it to happen. I thought this.
I thought it would go through too, because everything else fucking does.
Yeah, not in the UK though.
Does.
That's the thing. It's the UK.
I guess not.
Because I remember, if you may not remember, but a big big reason Disney wanted to buy 21st Century Fox was both because it had all those franchises and movies, and it was a media empire, but also 20th Century Fox was taking over Sky News, and Disney wanted Sky News really badly. And that's why they paid like several $billions for it, because they wanted Sky News. But then the UK regulators were like, actually, you can't have Sky News. And the deal was already going through with Fox. So that is something to like keep in mind, is like, yeah, Microsoft taking over Activision and they combine is bad. But then it's like, what if somebody is also like, okay, now I want to buy Microsoft, you know, and then, and this is how the dominoes fall, you know, like, even though it's hard to believe someone buying Microsoft, it can happen, you know, like Amazon could do it. Like it could happen.
Fucking apparently, my God, Elon Musk could, you know?
Yeah.
Just crazy.
And so that is a good reason on why this is happening. I will say, they did say, like, what Brad Smith said. He's like, they don't understand how cloud gaming works. I think they think cloud gaming is way more important than it actually is.
Yeah. 100%.
Because
100%.
I don't.
If that's the only way they're blocking it, I feel like they've missed the point.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, oh yeah, you're too big in cloud gaming, and they're like, okay.
I kind of
like, I feel like that was like a bad excuse.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're trying to predict the future and thinking that cloud gaming is going to be like this huge thing, because at this point it's not. It's like a growing thing for sure, but it's hard to see right now whether or not cloud gaming is going to be what they're assuming it's going to be. I don't know. They could be right, and like if that is the case, that cloud gaming becomes this huge thing, and Microsoft does have that huge market share, that is kind of bad.
Right.
Because that would fuck Sony 100%. And Nintendo is just done. Like, although Nintendo would probably just keep doing what they're doing, but because Sony does kind of have a little bit of the cloud gaming thing going on, but not like Microsoft. So I get it, but also I think they're thinking cloud gaming is bigger than it is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I think they're thinking of the future right now, and they're like, who knows? Maybe in the future, it's gonna be really hard for another company to get that much into it, you know, and not be overtaken.
Yeah, because Microsoft will just gobble them up. It'd be impossible to even. I don't know, man. I think if they're not able to appeal this, I think it's done. Because if they can't get the UK, I think it's not even worth pursuing anymore.
Yeah, because how do you go around that?
Right.
You know?
Because they could even make it work in the United States, but then in the UK, it's like they're their own thing. And that would just be a nightmare for everyone, I think.
It would just, it would suck.
And if the UK goes this direction, or not the UK, the UK. It's the UK, right? That
blocked the decision. Yes.
Yeah, and if they're going that way, that, like they said, like that really pushes the other regulators too. So
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was like a sure bet. I thought this was gonna go through 100%. But
yeah, me too.
I'm not mad it's blocked, to be honest. I don't give a shit. But both those companies can eat it and die, in my opinion. But
true.
I mean, I consume both of their products, but like, I don't give a fuck about them. My life would continue on without them.
Yeah, it is true.
I say on my Windows PC.
Something else will come into the way.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck them. I honestly, if they both died, that'd be great for both markets. It would let some other companies take over, and yeah. So I'm not like heartbroken about it, but it is interesting. It's it feels weird. It feels like, why is this not allowed to go through? But other
but
things do.
other things, yeah.
Yeah. The one that
Yeah.
still freaks me out is that the Disney Fox one still is just like, how did that happen? If this
Yeah.
can't happen, how the fuck did that one happen?
Yep. Money. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, did they pay them off? Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I'm still baffled by that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe if Microsoft didn't buy Bethesda first, because now it's like, oh, you guys already have Bethesda. Now you're trying to get Activision. What's next?
Could be.
I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. Anyway,
we'll see how they appeal it. I bet
I feel like this story's going on way too long. Like just I feel like we cover it all the time, and it doesn't move anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like, there's a standstill, which I guess it should be, but just fucking make a decision.
Yeah. Well,
can they buy it? Can they not buy it?
I feel like this is the first time that there's actually been like, hey, this is not happening here.
You're right.
Until there's an appeal, but like this lawyer said, like it seems pretty unlikely that they'll be able to win the appeal because it's just super unlikely that they win appeals. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, Nick, what you been playing, man?
Oh, dude, fucking nothing. Barely anything, man. Although I did pick up Jedi Survivor on the PC.
Oh, on the PC.
On the PC, and I played like the first area.
Okay.
The Coruscant area.
That part's pretty sick.
It runs pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It's so far so good. I mean, there are pop-ins during cutscenes.
Okay.
And a little bit of stutter here and there. Like there was a section where you fight a whole bunch of stormtroopers, and it chugged a little bit a couple of times.
The part where you like jump down with the
yeah, you fall down and then they're like,
go
there
slow-mo.
Yeah, that part exactly. And that was really it. Most of the time it was just like, oh yeah, this is running just fine. Like honestly, it's going for the course. I feel like it's exactly what I expected from a game like this, especially with the first one, how the first one played, and it feels very similar. So I'm no complaints so far, but it is the first mission, and usually the first mission is had it out pretty good in games. But I'm having a good time. The story seems really good. I love that death matters in this one.
Oh, dude, Gabs.
It's just fucking like, wow.
Gabs,
I was not expecting. Like, there's a whole bunch of them.
The twins.
The freaking the boss at the end. It's just
I know.
Oh, damn.
I thought she died in the last one, but I was surprised when she showed up. I was like, oh yeah, Ninth's sister. I forgot.
Well, spoilers.
Oh, whatever. It's the beginning of the game. Eat my ass.
Oh, I'm like, holy shit. Okay, good for them for killing everybody, and making it actually mean something.
Yeah. I've also been playing Jedi Survivor. Actually, since we went on break, what I did was I played all of Jedi Fallen Order as well, which I had never played before. And I was like, I want to play this before Jedi Survivor comes out. I liked it. It's pretty good. I still I couldn't get the parry system. I just couldn't figure it out, dude. The entire time. I'm like, sometimes I'm parrying, sometimes I'm not. I feel like I'm pressing it super fucking early and it parries, and then I'm like right on the money and it doesn't parry.
I feel like that has something to do with the frames.
Maybe.
I feel like because when the frames drop and you parry, you miss the parry. Like I get what you're saying. It is, but the first one was clunky too,
dude. Okay, so that is the thing. I replayed that, and all the problems that existed back in the day are still kind of there. Obviously, it's not as bad as it was because they did a lot of patches, right. But it's still pretty fucking rough. Like there's glitches, people like popping in and out, like frame rate issues. Like it's still pretty rough. I think the story is really cool, and there are a lot of moments in that game where you're like, damn, that's so beautiful. But then there are moments where you're like, ooh, what the what am I looking at?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that game's cool though. Like it reminds me of like the heyday of like late PS2, like PS3 games.
Yeah.
It gives me like, I can feel the influences. Like obviously it's influenced by the Dark Souls games, just like the combat.
Oh yeah.
But then it's
Oh, yeah.
also it's got this like Ratchet and Clank vibe to it, where it's like you're going to all
Yeah.
these different planets, like in Ratchet and Clank. You could go back if you want. It's
It's kind of platformy
yeah,
a
it's
little bit.
it's platformy. You can feel the Uncharted influences as well, but
Oh yeah.
it's more platformy than Uncharted even, where yeah, I think it's really fun. And
How long have you played?
of Jedi Survivor, so I got
Yeah,
to
how many hours do you think?
I'm about 2 hours in.
Oh,
So
okay. So not very.
I'm right past Coruscant. I got to Grease. Spoilers. You see Grease again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you go to the first planet after Coruscant. I got to like the destination there and
Gotcha.
wrapped it there.
Gotcha.
But and so far, I'm playing on PS5, and I think it runs better than Fallen Order does. And it's a much prettier game than Fallen Order was. And there's some frame rate issues for sure, which I think was expected for this game. Yeah, I mean, it's an EA game. It's just kind of to be expected. The weird thing is, like, most of the frame issues happen like during cutscenes. Just so weird.
Yeah, it's so strange, isn't it?
Yeah, they like
you go down like this elevator thing, and because it shifts from like daylight to underground, it just like, oh God, what the hell? Like,
yeah, it's weird.
yeah, it is.
I'm liking the combat a lot though. Like, I'm loving the different perks and stuff. Like now you've got the dual wield, which I'm still trying to figure out. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but
I like the dual wield
really
better than the double bladed.
Yeah,
I like the dual wield more than that one.
I agree with that. I never really liked the double bladed one. But so far I think I just prefer using the single saber.
The single, yeah, it's the single's fun.
I'm waiting for that gun though. I want that gun.
I want the cross guard. That's the one I'm excited for.
Oh yeah, that's a thing too. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I'm excited to see those. I haven't gotten to those yet. But the thing with the double blades is just trying to figure out when to use that triangle thing where you like deflect.
Oh yeah, the deflect. I barely touch triangle, honestly.
Yeah,
I think it's for like bosses mainly.
Yeah, but then you have to like learn their timing and stuff. Like
yeah,
because it takes a second for it to like get out there, and it drains your fucking force like so quick.
Well, because it's so fucking good.
Yeah, because when you land it, you do a lot of damage. So
yeah,
so I was thinking, I'm like, maybe this is a good one for me because I'm so bad at parrying, but we'll see.
Well, maybe you just raise your
my force
level up.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm excited for the customization of like Cal and BD. Super excited to see how deep that goes.
Yeah, it's not that deep, but
I mean, just changing the hairs. Like, how crazy can you get this? Can you make him look like an?
Well, it shows. I don't know if you've gone into the menu, but it shows. It's like there's like maybe 10 different hairstyles or whatever.
Oh, okay. Like, I didn't see a number up there.
Yeah, it's because it's got the little dots, and it's like that's how many there are. So it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's that crazy, but it's certainly more crazy than the first one, which you couldn't do anything other than a poncho.
Poncho and your lightsaber. Yeah.
And even the lightsaber seemed a lot more limited. It seemed like in this one they added a lot more lightsaber customization.
Yeah,
I'm rocking that pink lightsaber, baby. Let's go.
Well, I haven't gotten to change my color yet.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I don't think so.
There's a lot more colors. There's a lot more colors.
Oh, is there? Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna go yellow because it just makes sense for Cal to be yellow in my mind.
I like pink because I've never seen a pink lightsaber. That's cool. The last one, of course, you had to do purple. That's the only option. Like, come on now.
What? Why?
Because it unlocks after you get the take them apart. That's when you unlock the purple, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh,
purple, baby. Let's go. There was also the orange one where it was like the DLC or whatever. But what's happening?
Nothing. Oh, I was just stretching.
You were smiling like something just happened.
That's just how I stretch.
This man's getting a blowjob right now. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. Oh. um,
Yeah.
no, I think yellow is like, defender of like shrines and stuff. It's usually for like,
Like
temple
Ray. That's
guard,
good. I
temple
like
guards and
that.
stuff like that. So that's kind of how I feel like
I like
his is
that.
more, because he goes to like these hidden temples and he's taking people out. So it's like, yeah, yellow seems to be, he's like a sentinel and he uses the force a lot and he's good with the blade. So it's both. It's because if it was all force, like more force powers,
It's
I think I'd
green.
go with green.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If there was minimal force powers, you go with blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just what it is. So, yeah.
You can sense the
And
darkness in him though.
he's not evil.
You can sense
You
it.
know,
There's a little hint of it in this one.
yeah, a little bit,
I was
a
thinking
little
like,
bit.
man, it'd be super sick if this game ended with Cal just like turning to the dark side.
Ooh,
That'd be such a like interesting way to end it.
I don't see. I don't think his character would do that. Like he's already too far
But not
into it now.
but the fact that he's like working with Saw Gerrera and his like friends keep dying and stuff is
Yeah,
like, I don't know. Maybe he like,
yeah.
that'd be so sick. And then like in Ahsoka, she gets to like face Cal as like an
Mm.
inquisitor. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Cal as a good guy though.
Yeah,
I feel like he's more of a good guy, especially with BD next to him.
I just know that actor also plays a really good villain. So
That is true.
he played the Joker. So I mean, come
That
on.
is true.
But anyway, we'll see. I haven't gotten very far in the game. I think another problem with the game though is the fact that the first one ended so strongly that it's almost like I don't need a sequel because it's like his story was told, you know?
For the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's in such a good spot that he could be in other things though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he didn't need a second game, but he could have, you know.
Well, because it's like, what's this story gonna be? So far, I'm into it, and I'm like, I don't even know what's other than he's like a rebellion. No, he's like part of the rebellion. But like, the last one was very clearly like we have to destroy the holocron, and now it's like we destroyed the holocron. So that, like, now what?
Now what?
And it's like,
now I think it's just finding. I think the whole thing is like the empire's everywhere, and I just want to escape.
right.
I think that's finding a place.
We'll see. I'm sure there's gonna be something that happens.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because it's not like you can go and just like be Vader because we know that doesn't happen.
No. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Give us Starkiller. Make him canon. Why not?
Man, Canon Star Killer would be fucking ridiculous.
OP as fuck.
OP.
And then he fights Ahsoka, dude. That'd be so sick.
That would be sick.
Because
Star Killer versus Ahsoka.
Because Starkiller was Darth Vader's Padawan and Ahsoka was Anakin's Padawan. Oh my god, that'd be so sick.
That would be good.
Anyways,
Oh, that would be cool.
come on now. They can't make him canon though because it's too ridiculous. But
yeah, he freaking pulls down an entire Star Destroyer. So
he also like started the rebellion. It's like
true.
It doesn't work.
True.
It doesn't work. Recent reviews via OpenCritic. Jedi Survivor got an 86 out of 96 critic reviews. And I also want to point out that that's probably like a little skewed too, just because of like performance issues and stuff. If those performance issues weren't there, I bet this would be in the 90s.
Oh yeah, probably.
So that's a really good score.
Yeah.
Shout out Jedi Survivor. This is going to be one of those games that people talk about at the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll make it to Jeff Keighley's thing.
Yeah, it won't win, but it'll be talked about. We all know what's winning. We all know.
What is it?
Starfield. No. It's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be Zelda. Like, come on. It's
Garfield. I don't know.
That was a joke. It'll be nominated though. Yeah. Starfield. It's gonna be Starfield, Jedi Survivor.
I thought you said Garfield, the lasagna cat.
Yeah, dude, my favorite game, Garfield.
Garfield. I didn't know they were making one.
Bethesda makes a Garfield game. That'd be amazing.
That would be so dumb.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now though, end of the year it's gonna be Jedi Survivor, Zelda, Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man, and Starfield. Those are gonna be maybe some indie that comes out.
Well, maybe
They
we'll see.
always throw some indie in there, right? Like
Yeah,
it takes two and Stray, so maybe they'll
true.
throw something
That
in.
is true.
Next week in games, we've got Age of Wonders 4 coming to next gen consoles May 2nd. Redfall comes out May 2nd for Xbox Series X and PC. So maybe
That's coming up.
maybe we can fuck around in that. Maybe fun.
Eh, eh.
It's on Game Pass.
No, zero interest.
I'll play it. It's on Game Pass. Fuck it.
Mm.
Super Dungeon Maker comes to Switch and PC May 3rd. And Ravenlock comes to Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC May 4th.
Nice. Sweet.
Yeah. Check out the other Load and Cast shows. We got a Mandalorian spoiler cast that I think we're going to do. It's going to happen.
Happen.
We're going to do a Guardians of the Galaxy one next week, hopefully. And and other things are coming. They're coming. I'm still working on that X-Men video.
Yeah, eventually.
It's
two years later.
It has been a year since I started that video.
I know, it's fucking crazy.
It's mainly just like taking the time to actually work on it. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's your motivation. It's gone.
Well, it's like I want to play fucking Jedi Survivor. I don't want to work on this fucking video. I'd rather work on Jedi Survivor. And then a year passes and you're like, fuck, I wanted to get this out before the Doctor Strange movie last year.
It'll be out before Deadpool 3.
Yeah. That's true. Which comes out like 2 years.
2025. So
yeah.
It'll be out then.
I think so. Then recently, like at the beginning of this year, I'm like, I can get it out before I move in June. And now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I'm going to be done with it by then.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm going to post it and everyone's going to be like, this thing sucks.
It sucks.
Because it's literally just like me reacting to the movies or whatever. It's like, whatever. I'm not downplaying it. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love it.
Everybody's going to love it. It's going to be the best thing ever.
Listen, there's some goofs. There's some gaffs. Everyone's going to love it. It's going to be about 6 hours long. People are going to love that. I'm telling you.
Good Lord. Yeah, for sure. 6 hours. People love watching YouTube videos for 6 hours.
People do, man. I'm telling you, they do. People put it on when they go to sleep, and it's just like something to put on. That's all I want.
All right.
People listen to the fucking Howard Stern show for years, and that was like 5 hours every day.
Yeah.
But
that was a morning show.
Well, you can listen to my fucking thing in the morning.
Yeah. Well, we just need to get on the radio. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is like the new radio, right? Or like podcasts.
I don't know.
It's the new talk radio, right?
Yeah. Well, that's for sure, but you got to find it.
True. Yeah.
That's the hardest
part.
There's
just a lot more of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Finding what you like. Weeding through the weeds. And we are the weeds, baby.
We are the weeds.
We are the weeds.
You should change the channel name to We Are the Weeds.
We are the weeds. Good. I like that.
We are the weeds.
And we got to smoke weed every day.
I'd love to, but it freaks me out. Anyway.
Before we start, I'm going to go get a drink.
Okay.